If I move out of frame, just adjust it.
You said I would do it.
Either one of you guys can do it, I don't care.
I'm next.
Hey, which button's the record button?
It's already recording.
Oh!
Oh my god. So Trevor, when you watch this when you're old, remember me.
Why did you say it like?
It's history.
Okay, so, oh, okay. Yeah, I can't even see you, so I am playing a character known as Ballas from the video game known as Warframe. It's a science fiction game. And Ballas has had a very difficult life. He was part of this empire, and he was part of the destruction of this empire, where he was working with this faction called the Sentients. And the main character of the game, the Tenno, which he refers to as the Tenno Devils, in a way he kidnapped their mother, who was also his lover, and who is also this character known as the Sentient named Nata. And he, after a rough encounter with Tenno, he was stabbed, and they tried to fix him, but now he's this deformed, decrepit creature just full of hate, anger, sadness, just a real mixture of emotions.
I created monsters that I couldn't control. I created monsters that I couldn't control. I drugged them, tortured them, eviscerated them. I brutalized their minds, but it did not work until they came. And it was not their force of will, not their void devilry, not their alien darkness. It was something else. It was that somehow, from within the derelict horror, they had learned a way to see inside an ugly, broken thing, and take away its pain. I tried to release Umbra from his suffering, but those devils rebuilt him, and they used his edge to pierce my skin and perfect body. And afterwards, the truth was revealed. She lied to us. A lie of omission. Those devils and I saw what we wanted, believed what we wanted to believe. The Tar is no Margulis, no Lotus. Just a figment of imagination coursing through our mind like a ravaging plague. That great mother in the sky was nothing but an illusion. My lover, my Margulis, was gone the moment I cast her out for protecting those Tenno devils. The moment I sent her to the Jade Light. I thought that I could... No. Fool. I did not steal them, Mother. 'Twas but a child wanting something that was never truly theirs. How could I have known the events that took place would unfold? From a useless Great Awakening to the eradication of potential allies, to tracking down their beloved mother, my only lover. Only to come to this moment. My beauty, my grace, my humanity. Hello? No hope. Ah! Only suffering under her arm! She gave me the gift of life. Why would I betray her? What's there? Nothing. So. Fool! This is no gift! She stole my death! My perfect death! Such is her power over me, over the devil. What is this? Just confused. We saw what we wanted, those devils and I. A lover, mother. But now I know. She is neither. She's a hawk calling with sparrow song, a viper blending into wood. And her venom spreads not into flesh, but into your heart. Those devils, what has their great awakening accomplished but the destruction of potential allies? Don't they see? Love must die. As Margulis did when I sent her to the Jade Light. And the Lotus. Just some shape in the sky, just some cloud they imagined. Only the sentient is real. Only Nata. So tell me, devil, do you understand what must be done? Paracesis, the sentient slayer. Hurry. Take this. The idea of it is the only way your war can end.
I say this lovingly, you just gotta love nerd theater.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I said I say this lovingly, you just gotta love nerd theater.
Oh.
Science fiction nerd theater. There's so many things that were cool about this and that worked really well, and I think in lesser hands than yours, I think somebody doing this that didn't know this material so well, you could have bombed horribly.
Yeah.
And it did not.
Okay.
And I was afraid for you from the very beginning when you picked this and you were trying to convince me to let you do it. I was thinking, oh God. I'm not going to have to tell him. And I didn't hate it. Actually, I liked a lot. I liked a lot of it. I have picky notes always, but I liked it quite a bit. I think you handled this really difficult material extremely well. The music really adds an effect to it that helped quite a bit. And I thought your timing was wonderful, and your grasp of the emotional aspect of the piece was wonderful. Love to see you do Shakespeare. I think you do Shakespeare. Now some things that didn't work quite as well for me.
Okay.
I think when you're in the dark, especially, because it wasn't. I didn't feel this when you came out, but when you were back in the dark doing the part. You almost have to have extreme diction and enunciation.
Okay.
Because if we can't see your face very well, we want to be able to really hear the crispness of what you're talking about. That comes with experience and just more training.
Okay.
Probably as much as anything. You kept stepping slightly back into the dark, so you were giving yourself a lobotomy. For a lot of the piece. When you stepped into the light, you kept going back. So we went down on your knees and was really happy. Then you stood up and you kind of went back into the dark again. So knowing where your light is, knowing to be more forward, and I know you were playing with being back and forward. I think you needed a little bit of rehearsal with that. And somebody to go, okay, you slightly out of the light, you slightly out of the light. What would it take for that? Kind of like my note for Sid, I think you needed, and I know you're trying to get that emotion, but I think your face needs to be up and out a little bit more.
Okay.
You had your head down so much that, which is effective at times, but if it's too much, it takes away from the piece. So I think you need your head up a little bit more.
Okay.
I also would have liked to have seen at some point in there, because you kind of shuffled your feet around a bit. It was kind of a natural thing. And I think it's a natural thing for a lot of actors, especially beginning actors or young actors, to do. The feet having a hard time keeping still. I think it would have been very effective, and if we were to make this a bigger piece, for you at some point just to stand your ground, stand feet solid, head up, and draw us into your face.
Yeah, that was one thing that Ryan Underbaki was telling me, so.
And that's really what it needs. It needs you to stand absolutely still and make us watch your eyes and watch your face, because there's nothing more effective than that, especially with a piece with this kind of intensity too. So those are my notes. it's a tough piece, and I think you did it really well. You had very good command of it. You got really good command of the emotional aspects of it. Good job.
Thank you.
Did I just step on your keys?
Maybe.
Oh, did I break them? Sorry.
They all look like
This is still going. Oh my god, that's fucking shaking like crazy.
it's fine.
You want it on more? Okay.
Okay, so my name is Ilhan Draghe, and my piece is called Shadows of My Mind. It's about a girl named Naomi, and she's talking to her aunt about how she's been feeling kind of depressed lately.
Trying to get started. Okay. Deep breath.
I torture myself and I don't know how to stop it. I try so hard to think positively, and for the most part I do. I am. But keeping myself that way is the hardest thing in the world. It creeps up on me out from the shadows of my mind. I hate to sound like some cheesy novel, but it's true. Whatever I have going on deep inside me, I do my best to ignore, and most days everything is good, but when it hits, when this sudden rush of negative energy comes by, it's like a wave of depression. I get so down about the direction of my life. Am I making the right decisions? Am I being who I am meant to be? Am I being who I am meant to be? I get so down about the direction of my life. Am I making the right decisions? Am I being who I am meant to be? Yeah, I remembered it, but it's just delayed. Sorry.
You were doing great. You were doing absolutely great. Dang, the lines and getting lines. Okay, get your head back.
Sorry.
You were in the right frame of mind.
I torture myself and I don't know how to stop it. I try so hard to think positively, and for the most part I do. I am. But keeping myself that way is the hardest thing in the world. creeps up on me out from the shadows of my mind. I hate to sound like some cheesy novel, but it's true. Whatever I have going on deep inside me, I do my best to ignore. But most days everything is good, but when it hits, when the sudden rush of negative energy comes by, it's like a wave of depression. I get so down about the direction of my life. Am I making the right decisions? Am I being who I'm meant to be? I get low about the things that I do, and I second guess my choices after I've already made them, and then sometimes days later, I change my mind again and go back to an earlier choice I made about the same damn thing. Back and forth, back and forth. It's like a circle of confusion. I feel like I'm going crazy when this happens. When I can't seem to figure out a solution to my path, it's like a disease in my brain. I get trapped inside myself and I get lost in this really lonely place until finally I find some inner strength and rip forward in a new light. But I know it's only a matter of time before I go to that way of being. I don't want to be that way. I just want to be happy. I want to know that I'm living my life with purpose. I don't want to have any regrets when I get old and look back on the life that I've lived, because I won't be able to go back, and that would kill me in the end. I may need help. I don't know if this is something I should see a doctor about, like a therapist, or... I don't believe in medication. Never have. Maybe I'm too emotional and take myself too damn seriously. I don't know, What do you think, huh? How do I put an end to these phases that I go through? Sorry about messing up.
That's okay.
Good luck.
Can I go on Wednesday then?
I have a feeling that's what we're gonna have.
Okay, because I don't have any of my stuff. So
I think
forgot.
Noah will be the last one.
So 3, 4, 5.
So your other two are going
Sixes.
to be on the Wednesday.
That's fine.
Perfect, I can't
I'll
see
go
any
first
of
on Wednesday. Making eye contact.
Okay, yeah.
Bless you. Jeez.
Thank you. You got this.
This is a piece from Laughing Wild, and it's about a guy that just took a personality workshop, and that's really all I've got for it. So, I used to be a very negative person, but then I took one of these personality workshops and it completely turned my life around. Now, when something bad or negative happens, I can see the positive. Now, when I'm having a really bad day, or something like my friend betraying me happens, or one of those damn people on the bicycles comes bearing down on you from the other side of the street, and of course you hadn't looked that way, so there they are about to maim you or kill you. Positive. I always say to myself, the glass is half full, not half empty. Wait, said that wrong. The glass is not half empty, it's half full. That's what I like to say. Positive. That's how I'm living my life these days. Jesus Christ.
Do you look at it?
Nope, I got it. Half full, not half empty. Unless, of course, one of those people on the damn bicycles hits you, and your glass won't be half full or half empty. It'll be shattered on the ground, and you'll be dead or in the hospital. Half full, not half empty. I say this to myself, you do not have cancer, at least not today. You're not one of the dying, starving children in China or India or Africa. Look at the sunset, look at the sunrise, for God's sake. Why don't you enjoy it? Well, now I do. I probably should take more of these personality classes. I don't quite have this down yet. But I've been making really great strides. My friends don't recognize me.
How'd you know about that overall?
Well, I had it really memorized yesterday.